Anthony Castro Guerrero. Well, ever since I was small, I always followed my father fishing. We weren't allowed, or I wasn't allowed, nobody's allowed to touch his net. But he started to show me how to throw. Then his old net, he wanted me to learn how to repair it. And then, after he saw that I can repair his net, he started to teach me how to make my own net. After he passed, I continued the trade. I passed it on to my grandchildren, both my daughter and my grandchildren. I still fish, but not as often. Now I make my grandchildren fish, catch it, I clean it, cook it, and actually they cook it too. Then they called me to come and eat. I was working for the government of Guam, and they made me represent revenue and tax for the Guam Micronesian Island Fair. And Judy Flores asked, do I know anybody that can make nets? So I said, yeah, I can. So she had me demonstrating down at Ipaw Beach. I did that for 13 years straight. About the 6th year, Judy recommended me to be a master. Honestly, I already forgot what year was that I made masters, but I'm one of the very first 12 masters on the island. And actually, yeah, that made me proud that I made the masters. Yes, I've been to off island for the FESPAC. I've been to actually Hawaii, California. Then I went to Japan, Australia. I did Rotanga Cook Islands. I went to Christmas Island. I did Palau also. So those are all representing Guam as a master Talåyeru. Rotanga, we stayed there for 31 days, and that was really nice. The people were very friendly. We really had a good time. And watching the other cultures, them very interested in our culture, and the Talaza, that even them were saying they lost the net making. So they were very interested in me teaching their kids, their people, how to repair their nets, because they said it's nobody knows how to do it there already at Rotanga. Even Palau were asking me to go to their PCC, Palau Community College, to teach their kids how to repair and make their own nets. Because everything has to be bought or brought in. So they want their own kids at the PCC to learn so they can make and repair all their nets. It means that I'm glad I pass it on to my grandchildren. And I'm proud that there are still young kids learning how to throw their net, catch their own fish, wanting to repair their own nets, because nets are very expensive. And if they can repair their own net, it'll last them a long, long time. So seeing and me teaching some people, that's the pride that I have, that is continuing. Even with my grandsons, sometimes Papa, show me, Papa, teach me. So I have to get up and try to teach them also, so it can continue on. You need the needles, the gauge, and the fishing line to make your talajas. The needles are, I make this out of bamboo. These are the needles, the agua, and this is the gauge, moza, and that's what I use. Then I can make. Actually, this is just for decoration, but this is the little talaja that I make for decoration. But it's everything: the kopu, the botsa. I do make the whole net from a 2 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch. Well, it depends on the net because for me to make now a 2 inch takes me about 3 to 6 months. A 5 inch about a month to 3 months, and TL or EE, forget it. It'll take me 2, 3 years to make one. Okay, for TL, Manyahak is the smallest. Then you got the TL net. Then you got what we call Talajang Kitsu. That's a inch and a half, 2 inch. 3 inch, you're going for bigger fish. The 6 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch is for the guili or tataga. Now, the TL and the Manyahak is for the inshore fishing. The 2 inch to the 6 inch is the reef fishing. That would be, for the tataga, guili, and the kitsu, sezun, the bigger fish. But for inshore would be the TL and the Manyahak. The talaza, to throw the talaza, mostly if you're right-handed, you hold the main talaza in your left hand, and then you divide the net into three. One is on your shoulder, one in the middle, and the left is the one where you throw. The reason why you put it on your left is because you have the 1/3 and the other 1/3 up on your shoulder. So you got 2/3 on your right side if you're right-handed, and you throw left. You throw it across you. Well, when you throw the net, there's you hold the kopu, that's the top, and you pull it slowly. Then you grab the bucket where the fish are. Then you take out the fish from there. Now, it depends if you got a lot of fish, like the TL or manahak. You let the fish pull the kopu, and you pull in the sinker. So the fish are in here, then you take it out. Best time to go fishing is first thing in the morning when it's nice and fresh, or before dark. The reason why is you don't want the hot sun, the glare, and the fish, when it's too hot, they tend to go out further to find a cooler place. But first thing in the morning, late toward the evening, when it's nice and cool, and the glare of the sun is not there. Sometimes the just the movement of the ripples of the fish, most fishermen can tell what kind of fish. If it's a TL, EE, aquas, bigger fish, they'll know it just from the ripples of the water. Then when you directly see it in front of you, sometimes they're just laying down or staying still. Then you see it, and you got to train your eyes to know the sand from the fish, from the water. Yep. I learned from my father and my uncles. White T-shirt. They say white, they can see you. What's the first thing the fish see? It's the clouds. So when they see the cloud and they see your white T-shirt, it's gonna take them a little time to figure out, oh, that's not the cloud. Then you already should have thrown your net. So that's the camouflage we use. Brown pants, khaki, because that's the color of the rocks. When I started to learn, like I said, that there's just so much fish. You throw one throw, you're more than enough. I guess there was not that many people here on the island, and mostly it's just the Chamorros here. And then not my kids growing up, my two daughters, it was still good. Now that it's my grandkids, we all have to work hard to get it, and just enough to. Sometimes we'll go 2, 3 times just to feed the family. Well, whenever I go fishing, and what I taught my daughters and my grandchildren is never take any fish, kill any fish that you're not going to eat. Even balati, we throw it all back because that's the one that filters and cleans up the ocean. So the only fish we take is what we're going to eat. My kids now, they're catching, it has to be a certain size because they don't want to catch too small. But of course, tiaw, iit, manyahak, you only got a few months to catch them or few days, like the manyahak, to catch them. So you get them brand new. But anything else, any we call junk fish, throw it back first before you pick up your catch that you're going to take home. Never kill any fish that you're not going to eat. Balati, porcupine, just let it go.